Well, hey guys. May. Stop. Dog wants out of the playpen. Wants to go back into the camper. I need to do something here. See if I'll refresh, which I don't know. Get to the YouTube. I don't know what happened there. You got me. But I don't know. Seemed like I got a lot of lag on the YouTube side. But hello, Stephen Carlson. Doing pretty good. We're up here in Chapman State Park. There's the wifey. She broke her foot. We just got back from the hospital. Hello, teen ladybug. How are you? You want to come out, or do you want me to put the dog in?
Well, Daisy's shaking. I don't know why she's shaking.
I don't know either. Live in MN. Yeah, they as you can see, she's got a boot. She broke her foot on crutches. So, Jesse Lopez, how you doing, buddy? Give me a second. I am going to put the dogs in. Well, at least one of the dogs in the camper. She's having a fit because she wants to see her mother. Until the other ones want to go out or go into the camper, then they'll just stay out here. Doing good. Yeah, I hope she does. They say it could, because everybody's different. That is the lake. I gave it a shot. You've probably seen in that little short video. I did catch a couple gills. I didn't get on any bass. I was going to put the kayak in, but then whenever I went through my gear to make sure everything's ready to go and get down to the lake, I go to find out I forgot my paddle. So, shot that out of the water. Well, I appreciate you all stopping in. We got 9 in the house. If you all could share it on out, see how many more we can get in here. Yeah, she took a stumble. The stepped out of the camper. The last step that goes to the ground it's about that much higher than the other ones, and she rolled her ankle and went down. That was yesterday, about 5 o'clock, and she said, "Well, we'll see how it feels in the morning." And it was swollen and not any better, so took her in. Als, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Yes, it's been. But I've been throwing up some short videos and a couple little videos. I was doing the editing on my phone, so it's not as up to my standard, but they're up there. But couldn't make thumbnails. Oh well, hey, that's the way it is. Steve. Hey, man. How you doing, buddy? Well, that place you went to have a bite to eat, that looked pretty cool. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I was thinking of bringing somebody up on panel. Uh, all I can do is give it a shot since I'm out here, and I do have 4 bars out of 5 and 4G. So it's, but I'm hotspotting off my phone, and we'll give it a shot. You never know, right? Yeah, I thought about it. I seriously thought about it. Get a tree limb line and make a paddle with a bag and tape. Whatever you got to do, right? Looking for a lake with catfish only. Well, good luck with that. I mean, mostly where you're going to find all catfish would be like rivers, creeks, uh, ponds, big lakes. You know, there's just a swarm of different fish. Yeah, I'm surprised what I can do on a phone, but I hate doing it on the phone because my eyes suck. I have a hard time seeing, and I can't do a lot what I want to do. Back when I was kayaking today and caught a squid. They make good bait. Tomorrow's the last day, Al. We've been here since Friday afternoon. There's the camp ranger just pulled up to the neighbors. They new name. Yeah, they do. I don't know what happened. The Barley House. We went for a walk on Cleveland's version of Bourbon Street. Yeah, I've seen that. I would like to check that out. That sounds pretty cool. A few drinks and outside fireplace, took shopping. Then went to an Irish pub. Cool. Sounds like a good time to me. They also make good lunch. Yeah, there you go. If you know how to cook them, they're backwoods. But then, oh, they're not in season. They have a season. Okay, well, I guess everything can have a season. But yeah, we went to. I took the wife into the ER. We were there right around 10:30. Didn't get out of there until heck, 4:45. It's like, my lord, I was getting really pissed off. Really. But so they finally quit lollygagging around after I freaking started getting irate and did something about it. Oh, because they spawn at a specific time. Yeah. Hey, bull! You just got done rototillering a food plot. Nice. Going camping at Shenandoah Lake State Park with catfish in the lake there. Cool. That sounds like a good time. Had to get some time in with the wife and cranking content for so long. We both needed, yeah, that's right. And we're scouting downtown football season hangouts. There you go. After I could have claimed self defense. There you go. Oh, it's taking me out. But yeah, I haven't been cranking out a lot of content lately. I just last few weeks, like there was a couple of weeks there, I didn't put nothing out. Since I'm on a mini vacation, you know, I'll throw stuff out there when I can. Working 10, 12-hour days, 5 days a week. I don't want to freaking go out and shoot video and do any kind of editing. And and then on the weekend, I get caught up on everything. But yeah, this is a real nice area. Real nice area. It's up in the mountains. If you Google Chapman State Park, you'll see the lake. There is nothing but Allegheny National Forest all the way around us. There is no houses within an earshot until you get out to the entrance of the park down by the dam and the outflow. But as you see, yesterday I was heading down to go fishing, and I swear up and down that I heard a Sasquatch knock. It was two loud cracks, like when you take a branch and bang it against a tree. And that was it. That was no more than that, and it was a ways off because it echoed pretty good. But I swear that's what it was. So, but I didn't catch anything. I caught a couple bluegill. Didn't catch no bass. The guys went by me in a kayak, and just as they went by where I was fishing at in the video, maybe 30 yards or so. What do you know? The guy pulls out a freaking 3.5, 4-pound bass. What the hell? I couldn't get my kayak out. Oh well. Rained all night and almost all day there. Oh, we got a little rain yesterday. It started about 2 in the afternoon, and it lasted till about 5, and then it quit. But we've had real nice weather since we got up here. Took us about 2 hours towing the camper. We stopped once in Titusville, give the kids a break, go potty, get something to eat, and then we finished the trip up here. We're going to do the same tomorrow. After this live stream, I'm going to start packing things up, and just so I don't have to do it all in the morning. And we are going to try and be on the road rolling by 11 o'clock at the latest, so we can get back home by 1, 2-ish. Because we got to unpack. A lot of work just to go camping. After 15 hours of driving and 9 hours ferry rides, I should go spend time with the family here in Northland. I'll still be a source of a couple weeks. Oh, so you're taking off for a while. You need a break, man. You need a break. Everybody needs a break. This ain't a living unless you're really making some serious green at it, which I'm never going to be able to do. So I just do it for fun. I don't do it to make a living on. But you have yourself a good evening there, backwoods. Take care, and drinking my milk. I'm a milk and tea drinker. I do got my bourbon in there. But I got into that pretty good there Saturday night, and Don't need to do that some more. I got the fire going. You've probably seen smoke rolling by. Wife wants to cook some schmollers. So we'll do that. But yeah, this is a great area up this way. Yeah, Steve, if you ever get over this way, you need to get up this way. Yeah. Steve, I did say bourbon. Well, hello, Miss Becca. Thank you for stopping in. I'm shooting for my 1K. I had an 803 last night, and last time I looked, I was at 802. You know how that works. Up and down, the whole damn time. But I did forget a few things before we left. I just, oh well, that's the way it is. I hear you. You got to. And things do change, but yeah, you can plan ahead. But you know how that works out. But yeah, that'd be cool to get out this way, Steve. I mean, you were over this way last year, and you were up there toward the Tionesta area. You need to get further north. Get up around this section, the northern section. Beautiful. It's just freaking beautiful. I don't know. I thought about heading over toward the Cleveland area, but I'm not a flatlander. I don't. I'm not a city folk either. I'd rather be out in the country. Do love Pennsylvania. Yeah, maybe sometime get over this way. We'll do a collab. We'll get out in the woods and maybe during the hunting season or something. You may have to get an out of state license if you're wanting to go hunting anything. Oh, those ashes are just. I'm in the wrong spot. The fire pit is 10 feet from me. That's right. Back access to the city and woods. Been a lot of homicides in your area. That ain't good. Need to start packing heat. Randall. Oh, thank you for stopping in. I wonder if he's yelling at his dog. We got neighbors behind us. Have a camper that just came in over here, kind of catty corner of us, and then there's two others on the other side of the road. It's a nice area. Lots are freaking huge. Oh, I missed it. Hold on a minute here and see what he said. I can't scroll it down. Damn you. I'll bring it up on the gang bike riders. Shot up half the west side. I fell in his truck, just sitting at the red light. See, that's bullshit. Freaking just sitting there waiting at a red light and to get freaking shot. That's why I carry a gun. I mean, Yeah, out here in the country, I probably ain't gonna need it. But if I'm going into, it's like I was going into Warren. We went into Warren 3 or 4 times. I don't know the area. So I had my heater with me. Okay, Al, well, you go get something to eat, man. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. We'll be here for a little while. I'd like to try to go for at least an hour. Uh, we'll see. We'll see how things work out. If you all could click the share button, share this on out in social media, see how many we can get in here. Uh, maybe we'll start up a conversation. If anybody wants to come on up on panel, we can give it. You know, I got one. People get shot here every night and day. Rarely any arrests. It's getting worse every year. Oh yeah, winter slows them down. They don't want to be out in the cold. They want to go get their dope and their booze and sit back in the house and stay warm. Why go out gang banging in the winter? Yeah, I Google mapped where you're located, Steve. Yeah, no, thanks. I mean, it's probably a decent area, but not me. I'm a I'm a country hick. Did see some deer. Got to interact with some deer. That was kind of cool. They got a little flighty because I left the truck running. Oh, my fire's going down. I need to stoke the fire. Throw a couple logs on too. Hey babe, if you want smolars, you're gonna have to do it sometime here pretty soon.
Why?
Because we're got like 4 pieces of wood left and don't want the. Oh, where's the missus? She is in the camper. She's just inside the door. You can't see her, but yeah, she's in there with one of the puppies. The other dogs. Here, I'll turn you. We got a playpen. They're in the playpen. I bought that a couple years ago. Our other camper, and it works good. I got about 5 or 6 more sections. I can make that thing huge. Better than having them on a leash. They can run around. You know, it's probably a 8-foot circle. Get down and their food in there, and they just sit back and relax. For some reason, my screen keeps going black. I don't know if I'm seeing on YouTube it's freezing up. I don't know if it's a bandwidth or what. But this place was freaking packed over the weekend. Every site was jammed packed. Kids freaking everywhere. And the playground's right there behind the playpen. I just wish that this one family didn't let their kids go down there at 7 o'clock in the morning and freaking playing on the playground, screaming, yelling, raising hell. Little kids screaming at the top of their lungs. It's like, come on. But hey, they were having fun. Well, hello, Fishing Dot. Fishing the Dot. Thank you for stopping in. But I'm shooting for. I'm working toward my 1K, and I need view time. I need to start building view time. So it's a good possibility you'll start seeing some more lives. Maybe I'd like to try to get at least a couple in a week. I just broke, what was it, 2,900 and some odd hours of view time. So I still got over 1,000 hours of view time. I'd like to have that taken care of before, shortly after hitting 1K, which who knows when I'm going to hit 1K. But I've been slowly plugging along. Oh, let's see. Just had a bug fly in my eye. There, I shared it out myself too. You hit 100 today. Well, congrats. It does take time, though. It does take time. Just had a bug fly in my eye. Now I need to mute it. How do I mute it? There, I shared it out. Got a heck of a lag. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't looked at my lately today, but earlier today I was at 802. But hey, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I am going to do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway just to show my appreciation to all my supporters. So I got to start figuring out what I'm gonna do and go from there. Like to get a couple more collaborations in this before the end of the season. Even if I got it weekend traveling. I might be running too much off of my, I don't know. I doubt it. Off my internet connection, but that smoke. I should have waited. Now that'd be cool. Living and then I got all the ice fishing gear. We didn't have enough ice last season. I got out twice, and both times they were separate from each other. The one time because I had to work, but the one time, and then it got warm and thawed out, and then a couple weeks later it froze up again and was able to get out. And each time I didn't go out and videotape it, which was my bad. Being a YouTuber and not carrying my camera around. Oh, what's wrong with me? Hello, Irene. How's everything up in New York? Love to get up that way sometime. We went over to Watkins Glen a couple years back, went camping. Beautiful area, but it rained most of the time. And we went early in the spring. Heck, the campgrounds were just starting to open up. But hey, it is what it is. New York sucks. Pennsylvania sucks. I think everybody thinks their own state sucks. Yeah, we went. We were staying down by. We're south of Watkins Glen. I think we were close to Horsehead, and can't remember the name of the campground now. But we were going to go at the time. We were going to go check out Watkins Glen Gorge with all the waterfalls and everything. And the time we got up there camping, it rained. We were there for. I think we went up for. Stayed two nights. I can't remember now, but it rained every day. It sucked. Oh, Irene, her ankle. She fractured her ankle. She's in a boot. I tried to get her to come out, get on the live stream, but she's in a walking boot for the doctors. You know, she's got to follow up with her doctor and all that. But said she'll probably be in that thing anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Well, thank you, Becca, sharing it out. Appreciate it. But I'm going to try and do some sort of like a video montage type thing of the weekend. Add to the vacation that we're on. But that won't be until after I get home and I can get on the big computer, because this one sucks. My papers are going to fly around. Well, I hope so too. I mean, she was having a hard time getting around without that boot, but with the boot and crutches, she's doing pretty good. So I got to do all the stuff around here now. My vacation's over. I gotta stoke the fire again. Boy, this thing keeps going black screen. I don't know what's going on there. But these two little girls got these little Barbie cars that you sit on and scoot along. That's funny. But very relaxing. It's been Friday was up in the high 70s. Then the cold front come through and start cooling down, and it's been heck of last night, the night before, we've had the heaters turned on at night. Didn't have to have the air on. Well, we did one night, but one day. So it's been very pleasant. I don't know if somebody wants to come up on panel. We can give that a try. Let me Are we touring the Allegheny National Forest? We did go look at it. We went up to Jake's Rocks and checked that out. That was kind of cool. But Betty can't really walk too far, and plus with whoops, there we go. The with our one dog, he has a hard time getting around Toby. He has a thyroid and kidney issues, and he's been gaining a lot of weight, and it's hard for him to get around. So we just can't. Oops, what'd I do? Any more Bigfoot evidence? I haven't seen anything yet, but that scared the shit out of me for some reason. I mean, it really didn't scare me; it startled me. But then after that, it was like, what the hell would make that noise? It's just out of the blue. I'm trying to paste the link to the chat box. I copied it. I can copy it, but my mouse took a crap, and I can't use my cordless wireless mouse. So on the keyboard, someone can tell me how do I paste. And I've never had to do it. I just always use the mouse, right click and paste. I tried Control P, and that just brought up Honey and Stuff. Howdy, buddy. I thought maybe Control P would give me paste, but it won't. Well, the last little video I put up earlier today, it had just that little section of when I heard a knock in the woods. I'm going to try and paste this. I don't know how to go about it, but is it? I don't think it's shift paste. Nope, it ain't that. Smoke. I should have moved. Damn. What's the matter, old man? I'm gonna go put the dog, put Bandit in the camper with Mama. You okay, little dude?
Come in.
He's backwards. Might as well put them all in.
Bandit, come here. Bandit,
One more. One more.
here.
Boy. Okay, Control V or Command plus V. We'll try it. There. Hey, Control V. Boy, this smoke. I'm gonna have to scoot the picnic table. It's gonna drive me insane. What do you know? That's not gonna work. Yeah.
I'll find it.
Everywhere I go, it's following me. No, my eyes are burning. Damn. Oh, that's cool. That's cool there. You don't have to come up. I just thought somebody might want to come up and hang out. Come up with a subject. Sit there and talk. I don't know if I even have moderators in the house. Not like I'm gonna get any trolls. I ain't that big. Okay. How do I? for some reason I can't see the chat in YouTube. And we're down to 4. That sucks. But that's okay. Hang out with the faithful viewers, the ones that will stay. Yeah, it's weird. For some reason, I cannot bring open the chat. Oh well. Just got home from work. Yeah, I tried to. I was thinking about that earlier when I scheduled this live stream. That 3 o'clock's a little early. People, will be still working, especially in in the East, across the U.S. So we were in the ER with the wife anyway. So I changed it to 5, and then we were still pressed for time to get back here. So I changed it to 5:30 to give me a little time to get set up. But we're here, and I do appreciate you all for stopping in. I need that view time. Do I do any waterfowl hunting? I have, but I have not in the last 15 years, somewhere in there. We've gone. I've gone duck and goose hunting back then, but heck, I gave up hunting for a long time there. Just just keeping my mind on my career and everything else. I'd love to give it another shot. Just find somebody that take me out duck hunting. Be another thing I get into. Like I need more hobbies. Bull, and try to avoid work. I wish I could avoid work. Still be able to pay my bills, but it is what it is. But I got some plans ahead here coming up for the season, making some videos. I want to, because we're talking hunting season's coming up. I want to start. I got to get trail cams out. I want to start getting some trail cams out and start doing some scouting for turkey season. I'm going to get back into doing some black powder shooting. And as always, fishing. You have to do fishing. But getting out and doing any kind of wilderness survival, bushcraft, and that, might happen. My channel's all over the place anyway, so I really don't have one niche. So that smoke, god damn it. I might just put water on it and say, fuck. But the wife wants schmollers. Hey, babe, you gonna get this stuff out for Smollers? She must not heard me. Hey, babe, Betty,
Huh?
you gonna get the stuff out for Smollers?
Yeah, I was just getting this garbage out. The scan.
Oh. Well, it's burning down. As long as we got hot coals, we can still make them.
Yeah.
Let me turn things around a little bit here. There, that's a little better. I got the sun in my eyes, smoke in my eyes. Hello, Dunlop. 2423. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. Just watched a video, sent a chill down my spine. Cut. I've heard that sound before. Oh, you watched my video. Oh, I don't know how to really explain it, but I mean, I wish I was filming at the time. I would have caught that Knox. But hey, it is what it is. I thought about going out for an evening stroll, but can't do that tonight because we're going to be leaving in the morning. And but there's been reports up this way. Never know, I might shoot one. Become rich. Well, I don't know. Let me ask you guys a question. I know a lot of you are followers of the channel, and I want to try to make the channel even better for the viewers. What kind of content do you like that I put up already that I can kind of keep a narrow path on? Something that, you know, I mean, it's tough to look at your analytics and know what your viewers are asking for. Yeah, you can do it by views, but look at your videos that have more views, have the most views. But over time, yeah, videos are going to get more views. So a video I made a year ago is going to have a lot more views. So just knowing what kind of content my followers want. I know most of my video content, most of my views and top videos are fishing and kayak fishing. But I want to ask my viewers. And then another question. My logo, which is right there. Should I change that? Thing about it, it's tough to read. I don't know if it is or not. I think it's hard to read, but my eyes are bad. My eyes are burning right now because of this freaking smoke. I should freaking be moved out of it. It's kind of shifted, but now I can see. He was followed by that sound on a survey last summer. Thought it was a bear. Wow. Okay. That'd be kind of scary. I think a campfire and coffee with Geo talk about what's going on with the current hunting and fishing seasons. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I don't have a piece of paper down here, but I'll have to remember that. I can always ask the wife to give me a tablet. Because I'll forget. You miss my Saturday morning streams. Oh, my Saturday morning coffee streams. I forgot all about those. I'm gonna have to start doing that again. Okay, living and then thank you for stopping in. You have yourself a great week and a good evening. But yeah, I might just start doing that again. I forgot all about my Saturday morning coffee. My neighbors were looking at me like, "Who the hell are you talking to?" Hello, Skeletor. Thank you for stopping in. So, what do some of you guys got in store for future videos and content? I am gonna be doing maybe I don't know next weekend. I'm thinking of getting out and putting up the trail cams. Start getting ready for deer season. But turkey season comes in before that, so I got to gear up for that really. I hear that, Irene. Take a break. Put my glass in the chair. I took a break. I took a break a couple weeks back. I didn't put any content up for almost 2 weeks, and then I still was only throwing up something here and there. Some shorts. I've been throwing a lot of shorts up. But I already know a couple areas where I can go turkey hunting. I'm going to start gearing up for that. Bow season. Get the crossbow all geared up and ready to go. But yeah, I just kind of want to get some input. I thank you guys for letting me know what you kind of liked. I just need to start making more content. Hi. Little girls on those little scooters.
Honey.
Yeah, baby.
Here's the stuff.
Okay. Hold on. want to come out or
Then,
not?
see. Yeah. I can.
I'll have to get the sticks out.
Yeah.
Get the sticks out. Make schmolders. I never thought of it that way, Peel Guy. Looks like a bullseye. You got a crossbow, Mike? I'm looking at a better crossbow. The one I got is a cheapo Walmart special. Kincaid Outdoors. How you doing, Colin? I don't know if you guys are in audio or not, but every now and then I get a black screen. But I'm looking at a different crossbow. I want to get a different crossbow. I've been seeing them right around anywhere around $300, $2, $3. You can go as high as you want, but I don't need nothing high dollar. We're doing pretty good there, Colin. The wife had a little incident yesterday coming out of the camper. She fractured her foot. So she's in a boot. $10 are nice, but pricey. Yeah. I'm just looking at something. The one I have is it's a recurve crossbow. I want a compound crossbow. You need a handout? You want me to put the chair by the fire so you don't have to get up and walk around? Huh?
You'll have to put it on the other side.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put you in the smoke like I am. I've been sitting in the smoke freaking dying. Give me a second, guys. You want your get your crutches.
Huh?
Get your crutches.
Get my what?
Crutches.
Crutches.
You got your smokes?
Yeah, my pocket.
Use your good foot to step down. Did that pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my shoulder. There you go.
No, they'll probably all want to come out.
Unfortunately, they're not. You can step over that.
Yeah.
stick with the long bow and recurves. Yeah, I'm going to give that recurve I won from you there. Give that a go. Also, hold on, guys.
Are you going to eat any?
Yeah, but you can have one first. Yes, that ain't gonna work too good. Okay, guys. I'm gonna reposition you guys so we can hang out. So give me a few. Irene says hi, Betty.
Hi.
Yeah, give me a second here, guys. Let me reposition things. Well, they ain't too bad. I got glare. Oh, plain old Chuck says hello.
To me?
To both of us.
Oh. Hello.
It's a weekday. It's so nice and quiet. Yes, it is. Up here it is. It's really quiet. Except when the kids get out there playing. But hey, they're kids. Supposed to have fun. Still trying to get this position. But it better. Can't stay, but wanted to say hello. Hope she heals up quick. Well, I thank you after 5. Yeah, I hope so. She does. We'll see. They said it's going to be anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, maybe right around there. But she's getting around pretty good right now, so I think it might be quicker. I hope. Oh, thank you, Colin. I hope she does get better soon. Here you go, babe. We're making schmollers. You gonna cook me up a marshmallow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me one.
What's camping without having schmollers, right? I don't want mine burnt.
Well, I'll try my best.
Okay. Which one? Okay. Those in the chat. How do you like your marshmallows? Golden brown or burnt? Betty kind of likes hers in between. I'm running low on something to drink. Golden brown, that's right. That's the way I like them. Feel got Irene says golden. We've been putting mini marshmallows and chocolate chips in sugar cones and wrapping in aluminum foil. Less messy. Burn yours. Oh, okay. You like yours burnt? You probably like your hot dogs burnt too. I don't like mine black. I like them with the char lines. but that sounds like it'd be a good idea. You ever hear of that, honey?
What?
Taking mini marshmallows. Yeah. Whoop. Taking mini marshmallows with chocolate chips and put them in a sugar cone.
Okay.
And wrap them in aluminum foil. You cook them that way. Once you wrap it in aluminum foil, you cook it. You put them on the fire. That's what I'm guessing. Instead of making smolars like this, because they're so messy, he says it's less messy that way. You still get the same thing. You eat your chocolate and your marshmallows. Mm. That's the downfall of having a mustache. Get marshmallow all through it. Okay, so you set them in the coals. How do you know about they're done? You wouldn't think it would take too long. We could have made hobo pies too, honey.
Yeah.
Raven, thank you for stopping in. Miss Cecilia. Mm. That's some good stuff. And we had hot dogs earlier today, but we stopped at an ice cream stand since Betty was a good patient. Stopped and got her ice cream. Make her feel better. But we both got ordered hot dog and a medium twist. So we ate ice cream first. You always got to eat your dessert first, so you make sure you got room, right? Well, here comes the smoke.
Yep.
Damn it. Cecilia, she's doing good. She fractured her foot. She has to wear a boot and on crutches for for probably 4 weeks, 6 weeks. But we got to make an appointment with family doctor. Get in there. But yeah, she's on the crutches. Do you have any comfrey? Comfrey? What is comfrey? I have to look into that. Whatever. Let me know what that is. Should try mini marshmallows, Hershey Kisses, and Golden Grams. Oh, that sounds good. Golden Graham cereal. Ooh, yeah. We'll have to try that, honey.
What is it?
Uh, Colin Kincaid says mini marshmallows, Hershey Kisses, and Golden Graham cereal. It'd be just like a smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Comfrey cream works. NCA2, they're plants that heal. Ah, okay, cool. We'll have to look into that. Remember that, honey. Comfrey. It's a plant, I guess. You can get them at Health Food Center. It's known as a bone healer. You're using it on your broken arm. Oh, okay. So you can get it in a health food store. I'll start looking around for that. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You want another one?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, I'm getting smoked out. Yeah, how'd you do that, Cecilia? How'd you break your arm? That ain't good. It takes too long for us old folks to heal. You can also find it in wooded area. Use or phone as there's an app that you can find it, and it's big leaf plant. It has spikes. Huh. They got an app for freaking everything now. Rolled my foot mowing the grass a while back, and comfrey really helped keep me on my feet. Well, I definitely remember that. Comfrey. Let me, I'm going to shut down the YouTube site on my phone and go to Google. See, how's that spelled? Frey. There. Use Seek app or Naturalist app. iNaturalist app. Okay. Broke arm when you fell. I smashed my head into my arm and it was not set properly, so it was taking a lot longer to heal. I bet. That don't sound good. Oh, I see pictures of it now. Whoops. Knocking crap over. Yeah. So when you purchase it at the store, what is it? Is it in a pill form or powder form? Comfrey root, the tradition of modern technical trials. Okay. Okay, so a cream. Oh, that's cool. You got timed out. Yeah, I don't understand why that does that. I bet every time I have a live stream, at least somebody gets timed out. I think it's the Google side of it that does that. It don't make sense. I don't understand why. I mean, I had a couple people have that happen whenever they were on my lives. They just come back and say, I was timed out. What the heck? And none of my mods did it. I don't understand it. I think it's Google that does that. Or maybe even, I don't think StreamYard has a mod, a bot. You can get the leaves at a house store or a garden center. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I've had that happen on the last couple live streams. Just out of the blue, somebody gets freaking timed out. It's like they didn't do nothing. It's freaking weird. Well, I'm looking at Google right now. Okay, comfrey salve. You can get the comfrey root. Cream. Yeah. I'll have to look into that because if that will help out healing bone, yeah, that'd definitely be worth looking into. Mash it into a place and apply where the break is. Oh, okay, cool. You have to use it as a compress. Interesting. Honey, this is the first time you've been on a live stream.
Huh?
This is the first time you've been on a live stream.
Oh.
Wait. Need to get ready, supper ready. Okay, cool. Colin, thank you for stopping by, buddy. But yeah, it's so nice up here. I'm glad that it wasn't as bad as what they, look. It could have been worse. Her ankle could have been worse. You do the same there, brother. Take care. I'll try and catch you on one of your live streams. But they run so late during the week. I'm out like a light. Heck, I'm belly up by 9:30 at the latest. Well, I try. That's why you buy the cream made in Germany. You okay, hon? You gonna get around?
I'm just trying to get these crackers off my chair.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to see you go down again, especially by that fire.
No.
I gotta stoke that fire up, guys. Like to use the leaves dried on mash or fresh. Not store bought. Not as strong. Okay, so fresh leaves are the strongest way you can do it. Now we're going to smoke ourselves out. That was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah. All over my chair.
I'm sorry. Oh. Let's see. As you do the videos where you go all over the place, look for the plant and dry it and use as needed. But take some and make your own. I'm going to start looking for it too, because if you can do that, heck yeah. Can't find, at least in New York. Hard to get seeds too. Used to grow it many years ago. Wow. Heck, I'm just going to eat a marshmallow. Square marshmallow. For making schmollers. So they fit the graham cracker.
Marshmallow.
You want one?
Yeah. Thanks.
Like I really need to eat this. Add to my figure. Now the sun is starting to beat down through. Getting glare. That's a little better. You want a schmoller? Yep, we just made a couple. Happening again. What's happening again? the seeds from Mary Seeds in California. Oh. I'll have to try that. You got timed out again. That ain't. I have no clue what's going on there. So I know a lot of people had issues with a lot of that. I bet you it's the YouTube side. I might have to go into settings and see what's going on there with YouTube. Oh, thank you there, Kincaid, for sharing it out. Appreciate that. I didn't see the notification. Because this thing, they keep threatening us with shortages. It's good things close at hand. Yeah, no doubt. Probably got britches in a knot. Probably. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Cecilia, what was those apps you said that you can find that Comfrey Wild? I'm gonna Google it. Because if I can find it wild, I'll just go find some. Seek app and iNaturalist app. Okay. Let's see. Seek by Naturalist. Yep. I see iNatural. So it's by iNaturalist. Okay. Okay, so you can identify plants and animals with it. Four out of 5-star rating. That's cool. I'll try it. Oh, Irene put that up. Okay. I'm doing homework at the same time. Not good. Not a good midnight. Not a good mid tonight. Okay. That's one thing I need to brush up on is my plants, edibles, stuff like that. Okay, smoke is starting to get to me again. God. That's freaking awful. You take a lot of medicine, always looking for natural medications, less complications. I could understand that. People have seen checking them out and how I found that about them. Not being good mod tonight. Oh, what a good. Okay. That's okay. Oh, that's okay, Irene. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm looking at that app right now. I don't know what's going on with that. There we go. Now it should work. Seek by iNaturalist. Yeah, if anybody wants that, there's the link Irene just put up. I'm gonna have to look at that, check this out a little bit more. I got it downloaded, so I'll check that out when I get a chance to. Here comes your smoke again. I'm gonna need a shower. I'm gonna smell like a freaking fire. I have a lot of interns also looking for people I can learn from and pass along, if I can, what has worked for me and might help others. That's cool. Yeah, well, that's what it's all about. It's what, it's helping other people out and giving them the information that you know. Oh, it can be searched by scientists for research. Cool. That's neat. The database is so large, I find very accurate. I'll be checking that out, Irene. I definitely will. That's one thing I have always needed to do. I mean, I know some about plants and certain things, but I need to really brush up on what's good for municipal, what's edible, so on and so on. Everyone's a know-it-all. We got a guy at work. He's one of those type. I know everything. He's one of those type, and so we gave him the nickname of Google. Since he knows everything, we call him Google. I gotta hide that candy bar, or I'm gonna eat the rest of it. You use them for work? Yep, that'd be good. I know everything, LOL, but I'm learning from the experts. That's right. Learn something new every day, right? Freaking smoke. Have them pick the next winning lottery numbers. Yeah, I would like to know what the next Powerball number is going to be. Wouldn't we all? Right, honey?
What?
Would like to know what the next Powerball number is going to be.
What?
Wouldn't you like to know what the next Powerball number is going to be?
Yeah.
Be able to walk away with millions of dollars?
Mm-hmm. That way I can have somebody stand there and pay them to stand there and fan this smoke.
Yeah, you want me to move you back? You're in the middle of it too.
Oh, it twists, it comes and goes.
Oh, I know. Goes that way one time and this way the other. At least it ain't hitting me right now. Okay, we're all going to play those numbers, Cecilia. And if we hit, you get a share. Cecilia put up numbers for lottery numbers.
Oh.
Said if it hits, we're all gonna share it.
That sounds good to me.
That would be nice. It would be nice. Boy, that sun is just glaring. I got dust all over the screen and I can't see it. See if I can wipe my dust off. That's a little better. Holy crap. Can't see you, man. Yeah, I just noticed that the sun was blaring into the lens. How you doing, Mills? How's Andy been? Yeah, I'm supposed to be a videographer and know better not to face the camera into the sun. What do you know? No, we're going to try and get some more camping. I like to try and get at least two more camping trips in before the end of the season. Maybe at least. But oh, they're blind now. Thank you for stopping by. Show the support. I do really help. It really helps. It does. The more people that show up and watch, the more view time we get. Which that's what I'm shooting for. I need to get to my 4,000 watch hours, which I'm just under. I'm almost at 3,000. I'm at like 290 or 2,950 some odd watch hours. So I still got 1,000 hours worth of watch time I need to get cranked out. And I'm at 800. Last time I looked, I was at 802 supporters, and so I'm plugging away. I'm trying to plug away for the 1K. Here comes that smoke again. We got the fire. We got the campfire going. Man. We'll add you to the list that you are playing. What's that, Cecilia? Being monetized is a tax nightmare for the first while. Oh yeah, I can guarantee that. Yep, I can understand that, especially if you were uh, out of the U.S. I hear it can be a real pain in the rear. I mean, yes, you got to pay tax on it, 1099 and stuff like that because it's income. So she asked about the amount of numbers. Yeah, the Powerball. I think that's what it is. Ain't the Powerball? Ain't it 6 numbers total?
Yeah.
But one is the Powerball.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember. Yeah, it's 6. So for the Powerball, it's 6 total, and one number is the Powerball. They draw a Powerball number, so it like doubles or triples or whatever it does. I don't play the lottery a lot. Just Google Powerball. It'll show you. It'll show you the info. But the last time I think the Powerball went, it's multiple state, but I think it was like 600 and some odd $1 million. I mean, it was up there. I want to know what to do with myself. I'd probably have a heart attack and have to spend it all on hospital bills.
Silly.
Huh?
Don't be silly.
Well, you think about it. You see the numbers come up, and it's like, wow, you have a freaking heart attack, so you got to spend $200 million just to keep yourself alive. Blind now? No, I haven't heard any more tree knocks. I'm over in the campground. The lake, the road that goes by here, right here in front of me. Uh, it's a loop. The road's over there, and then it's the lake is no more than probably 20, 30 yards from the backside of those campsites. I was on the other side of the lake when I heard those. Yeah, don't say that. Yeah. Well, you never know, but I wish you all luck and wish you can share with those that need help. And don't forget you. Oh, we want to forget you. You don't want to do the numbers? Heck, you be in for a good cut. Yeah, that's one thing. You hit you hit a big numbers like that. You know, why be stingy and keep it all to yourself?
Hi. Hi. My name is Leland.
Oh.
Jillian,
Julie
what's your name?
Leland.
Lund. Well, nice to meet you.
What's his name?
I think he said Julian.
That's what I thought he said.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that too. Sit outside a little bit here tonight, and you never know. Hear some whoops. That'd be, but to catch it on footage. That's the thing. So people, you got proof that you did. But man, it'd be kind of neat. Yeah, that little boy. He just decided he's over in the camper that's on the next site over. Just decided, well, I'm just going to cut through their campsite, go to the bathroom. Oh well, that's one of the campground etiquettes. You don't cut through people's sites. But yeah, I think that's what I might do. I mean, you never know. We're up here. If you Google Chapman State Park, and I don't know if that's a dog, but that was a kid. But Google Map Chapman State Park, and you'll see that where the campground is. We're at the southern part of the lake, and in either direction, except for where the entrance is, you're in the mountains. There's mountains both directions. And it's not but woods. No residences, nowhere around. If you can win, you win. How about putting up some good bags out in the area that's not doing so well, and people can just take a bag, stuff it with some food supplies, and maybe some. There you go. That's a good idea. Hey, you guys behave. Neighbors got their dog out
Daisy May.
right there. You see him? Little white dog. So they got to bark at him. Bigfoot heard that you might keep a fish instead of releasing. yeah, that might be it. Hey, I gotta go quiet them up.
Is that turds that are in there?
Yes. Okay. Hey, you want me to shut the door? You want me to shut the door? You behave. What'd I say? They can't see them. They don't bark.
Get their dish up there.
Put it in the house?
Yeah.
Or camper, I mean. Get back. Back. Come on, move. You going in?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Okay, guys, give me a second. The wife's going to go back into the camper. I got to help her into the camper when she gets over there. Oh, that smoke.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's see. Bigfoot heard you say, yeah. There are strange things that happen up there where I am, Northern Ontario in Canada. Check your settings. Might be set that people cannot repeat chat. That's a possibility. I'll have to look at that. The woods and unsettling now. Bigfoot is hanging in the backyards. I wouldn't doubt that either. Pushing them out of their natural habitat. Okay. Okay, guys, get out of the way. Mommy is coming in. Where's your crutches, babe? I won't be much longer. Okay, I'll bring it in to you. You want that out like that? Or? Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Had to help the wife. I try to be a good dude. Blind now, you're not far from her. Okay. You'll trade places and can move to Toronto. You can move to Elliott Lake. I want to move south. That's where I want to, what I want to do. I just can't do the cold anymore. The winters just kill me. Well, thank you, Cecilia. We take care of each other. That's the whole thing. That's what you should be doing. I know sometimes we both can be a pain in the ass to each other, but yeah, we've been together, me and my wife, we've been married since 2002. So we're working on our 20th year being married, but we've been together since 92. So we've been together 30 years. Actually, I lived there a few years ago. Ottawa was a bunch of other places as well. Daughter moved to Florida. She can't take the cold up here. Yeah, I can't stand the cold, but we got family in Jacksonville. My daughter or my son-in-law, stepson, duh, yeah. Betty's boy. He but the humidity, that's what I don't like humidity either. But is it the thyroid and how's your gallbladder? Both work with each other. Yeah, I got hypothyroidism. I've been on medication for years. Every now and then I get kind of down and out and stuff like that. But they've had it regulated for a while now. Gallbladder has been doing real well. I get blood work at first I was getting it like every month, but now it's probably been about every 2 months, 3 months. I get a blood work and they just to make sure I'm still in check. Yeah, and they thyroid that makes a lot with I got arthritis pretty bad, and anyway, thyroid does a lot with the body. Hey, Bandit, you shush. once you got your gallbladder on track, nothing bothers you? Oh, I wake up aching, hurting with arthritis, with rheumatoid arthritis. It's just, especially I could tell you if it's going to rain. I just start hurting so bad, and I can say, yep, it's going to rain within the next half hour. And then in the mornings, it's tough. Just I used to love the cold, Cecilia. It didn't bother me years ago. It's probably been about the last 5-6 years that I don't care for it anymore. But I used to get out and go, snowmobiling and ice fishing and cross country skiing and all that. And it's just last 5 years, it's just catching up to me, I guess. I don't know. I like the cold in front of a nice fire with one of your knitted blankets. There you go. If it ain't working right, it won't convert the T4 and to TC crash in your thyroid. Okay. Turmeric. You need to try that. Will help one pill in the morning and one before bed, and it will make it easier to get up in the morning. I'll be looking at that too. Got my phone. Google. Anything to make life a lot easier, So it's a plant also. It's a root. Turmeric is a flowering plant. Curcuma longa of the ginger family. Cool.
Hi. The frogs are gone, but I got a guy coming out tonight with this coyote deal.
Oh,
So you can hear it, so I don't want you to be quiet.
okay.
The frogs are gone.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't heard them.
They're right here.
You
The
heard
great
'em?
tree frogs.
Yeah,
We haven't heard of them today.
you did.
I'm listening to what they got to say. They're talking about their site is right beside a little marshy area, and there's frogs. I heard the frogs in there last night. That's kind of try some low dose K2 without D3. Okay. Gallbladder still needs to work right. So Bill salts should be the first. If you're not disgusting properly, nothing will work. Digesting. Okay. Yeah, and I do have, matter of fact, Irene, I do have stomach issues. That's why I drink milk a lot just to keep my stomach settled, and every now and then I gotta take one of my wife's what is that? One of those it's an antacid pill. So that might be it. That might be it. You have my issues and a few more with fibro. Oh, you got fibromyalgia. Yeah, that's not fun. People out roughing it hate it when the wildlife bothers them. Yeah, I love being out in nature, but then whenever so like out here camping right now, wake up in the morning and you walk right out into the nature, out into the woods, Turmeric for gout Okay, so that's good for gout too. Stomach acid is too low. Always start from top and work down. I'll definitely look into that. You might have to uh, shoot me a reminder message on Messenger or Twitter or wherever, because I probably won't remember by tomorrow. I got so much going on. But yeah, anything to make me feel better, your body feel better. Bring you up, damn it! You got a lot to say. Hold on a second. I don't know. Let me see if I can remember how to do that. Control V. There's the link there, Irene. We'll sit here and see. Never thought about the gallbladder, Irene. Hooks and hammocks. Hello. How you doing? I might go get something to drink real quick. So I might get myself a bottle of water. I'll be right back real quick, like. Okay. Okay.
Hi. I'm in my
Hello.
car because my internet still isn't working at the house.
Oh, your internet's still
It's so annoying. I hope you can see. Oh, it's an endless fight, Greg. I don't know what the answer is to it, but you know what? I'm sitting here at Starbucks and I can actually concentrate better because when I'm home and I'm trying to do my schoolwork, I'm getting up, I'm doing this. It's like, oh, that's got to be done. I got to go do that. So it's actually working out a little bit better.
Yeah, I got better internet here than I do at my house.
That's a nice thing about campgrounds and resorts. They have really good internet.
Well, this is a state park. They don't broadcast Wi-Fi here. This is just off my cell phone data.
No kidding.
Yeah. So it's doing real well.
That's a strong signal nearby then.
Yeah, I think there's up on top of the hills. I think there's cell towers.
Oh, that's probably what it is.
Because I got,
whoops.
I have 4 out of 5 and 4G. So, oh, we lost you. I don't know what happened there. And she's back. Let me get back up here.
Broadcasting from the car. So here's the thing. And let me just say first off, so that we don't get shut down or anything, because there's so many people watching us. This is for entertainment purposes only, but I mean everything I say.
No.
I had the same problems when I was 48. I felt like I was a 90-year-old. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So I went to the doctors. They wanted to pill me up, one pill after another. I tried everything, all the natural stuff, the turmeric and everything. I even tried homeopathy. Nothing was working. I did that for about a year and a half. And then the doctors wanted to put me on antidepressants, and that was just a dead end street, period. So I said, what's the bottom line to all this? Where am I going with this? So what I did, and it took a lot of effort because I wasn't feeling good, I literally started studying human physiology 101. And that was where I found all the answers. Because basically what the doctor's doing is he's just giving you, they're trained, because I know a few doctors, and they admit it, but they stick with it anyways. They admit that they are trained in medical school to start with panels of pharmaceuticals for symptoms. They are not allowed by the AMA to cure anyone. If they say that they did or they think that they did, they can't write it up anywhere. It can't go into the New England Journal of Medicine. It can't go in to any publication, because they could be they'll be not only they'll lose their license, they'll be fined, they can even be jailed. So I'm sure you've heard the term big pharma.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, and the big five ag, they're all in this together. And I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but here's what I found. They all say that we're individual little snowflakes, and we're all different. Well, that's actually not true. According to human physiology, we're exactly the same. What's different is our timing. So what I did was, when I found out what was really happening, I couldn't believe that my gallbladder, I never even thought about my gallbladder before. It's like, gallbladder, really? So I started looking into it, and sure enough, what do you think happened during that time? I got a gallstone stuck in my bile duct. It was the most painful thing I ever went through. So that forced me, I actually passed it on my own. And when that happens, you're in trouble. But I actually made it out alone, and I thought, okay, I've been given a second chance here. Let's really hit the books and find out what's going on. So what I found out was, when the doctors say that the gallbladder is an extra organ, BS. That's nothing but crap. The gallbladder is more like the motherboard of the body. If that thing isn't going to work correctly, then that means you can't digest anything properly, no matter what you eat, no matter what you take, and you won't get the nutrition that you need. And that's what makes everything go downhill. Now, if the gallbladder isn't digesting nutrients properly, it's going to, because my thyroid crashed too. It crashed quite a few times, and it feels like you're dying. It's a horrible feeling. You know it.
Yep.
So they said to me, well, basically they said, oh, well, there's really nothing wrong with your thyroid, because I found out that the test for that is so extensive and so expensive that the insurance companies won't pay for it. So the one that you're actually getting is a very basic one.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm not going to go there. So what I did instead was I looked into, like Cecilia was saying, there's a lot of natural stuff out there. I started with a gallbladder formula with pancreatin, what is it in the stomach? Oh, geez, my memory's failing me. I think it's hydrochloric acid. Because what I didn't realize was I was trying to eat more vegetables to be healthy. Well, there's basically no such thing. Vegetables, grains, breads, that decreases your stomach acid. And then you get heartburn because your stomach can't make enough acid. So what's ever left in there goes up into your throat, and then you take an antacid, and the problem just gets worse.
And that's one thing I noticed too, is after I eat wheats, I eat breads, bagel, anything like that, I do get more of an acid reflux. And then also I feel that my thyroid is acting up because of it. And it's always after I eat eat breads, mostly a sandwich or a bagel in the morning or whatever. So I
Well,
think
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so. I'm thinking, that has that run conjoins with it. That's definitely something I need to look into.
It most certainly does, and that was part of my problem because, believe it or not, in the research that I did, I found out that bread, pastas, anything
Yeah.
like that was actually used as a meat substitute back in the day, and it was just because somebody couldn't get out and hunt something. But in the modern day, they actually started using it as a real substitute for meat. And now this is going to start to sound conspiratorial again, but that was by design. That was not a mistake. So what I did was, and you should do the same thing. And of course, I got to say it again. This is for entertainment purposes only because we don't know who's out there watching. Um, get your stomach acid up. But eat protein. Protein builds stomach acid. Eat as much steak as you want. One thing I found out that was a complete lie. Basically, look at it this way: anything that they told us to do the opposite. Turns out saturated fat is fine, cholesterol is fine. We're made of saturated fat and cholesterol. That's why bears and cougars like to eat us. We taste good. We're like a big fat steak to them. They love that. We're the big greasy French fry. Did you know that back in the day, actually in my time in the 70s, McDonald's used to fry their French fries in lamb fat?
Hmm.
They don't do that anymore. Now it's all polyunsaturated fats, which are plant oils, and that's what's making everybody sick. That's what's throwing off everyone's minerals. I just found out, over the past couple of years, I did a hair analysis to see where my minerals were. I never truly believed that, but when I adjusted things and I saw a difference on the next test, like 9 months later, then I believed it. But what happens is the polyunsaturated fats do so much damage to the gut that you don't absorb anything. Polyunsaturated fats, also known as PUFAs, will cause SIBO, leaky gut disease. They're all these intestinal names are all the same. Cecilia, unfortunately, I can't see. I can't see it. Let me turn myself. Maybe I can see it better. We need to talk. I have a pill to take for acid, but my acid is more because of the pill. Yeah, absolutely. For entertainment purposes only, Cecilia, I would throw that right in the garbage. I wouldn't even bother with that. It's completely up to you, though. I cannot tell you what to do. But that's what I did, and I found that that seems to be the key because I was going down a bad road. I was in such bad shape. I rewrote my will, and I was only 48 years old. I'm 56 now, and I can still, my body's got a lot of wear and tear. I can still feel some stress, but I can fix that very easily. Like with the comfrey, what we were talking about. Natural things work better when your body is running more smoothly. And the doctors, I don't know, maybe a lot of them are well intentioned. Personally, I think anybody with an MD at the end of their name is a piece of crap. But they're basically they're pumping money into the pharmaceutical companies. They are not, for entertainment purposes only, they are not there to make us healthy because you can't make money off a healthy person.
That's true. That's true. So you started with your you said you were with your gallbladders where you worked at first.
Right. I started with my gallbladder and I got a gallbladder formula. On Facebook, I can send you links if you'd like.
Yeah.
And
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Right. And the let's see, what did it have in it? It had stone root. Cecilia might know. I think that's a South American Chinaka or something like that. Cecilia probably knows that one. Stone root, which crushes gallstones. Pancreatin, hydrochloric acid, of course, because I needed to rebuild that. And it made it. I took it for maybe a month straight, like at all 3 meals, and then kind of stopped it for a while just to see how I would do, but I also continued to eat a lot more saturated fat and a lot more cholesterol. I really think it's a lot better. I mean, I've done some things in the past 4 or 5 years since I've been eating more fat and cholesterol that I should have had a broken bone. I should have had a torn muscle, but I didn't. I was still in pain, but everything seemed to heal so quick. And if I get cut, it heals up in like 3 or 4 days. It's all, I hate to say, it's like being Wonder Woman. It's like, wow, I didn't think this was possible. But it actually is. I mean, it's not perfect because I had so many years there, about 4 years where I tried to be plant-based like a dummy. I listened to .gov and thought that plant-based would help me on my way, but all it did was try to put me into an early grave.
Mm.
So yeah, so get the stomach acid up, and then with the gallbladder formula, it'll help with both the stomach and the gallbladder. And then when the gallbladder's happy and functioning correctly, and it's spitting out that bile into your stomach so that you can fully digest everything you eat, even if it's a bagel, even if it's a steak, even if it's an ice cream cone, the bile takes out every last bit of nutrition. And they sound like junk food, but they're not. They're actually good. It takes out the fat and the fat soluble vitamins, and that's what we live on. That's what makes us tick. What's actually causing, for entertainment purposes only, I have to keep saying that, what's actually causing strokes and heart attacks and clogged arteries is not saturated fat and cholesterol. It's the lack thereof and the high calcium levels that it's causing. Because calcium will build up everywhere in your body. It'll make you miserable. It'll make you dizzy. It'll give you brain fog. It'll stiffen up your joints. And if your gallbladder isn't working correctly, anything you take won't help. Like the K2. The K2 is in a lot of our foods, and my memory's kind of failing me. I can't remember. Eggs. A lot of dairy has K2. A lot of, farm fresh. Not the supermarket. You live out in Pennsylvania, you have got to have somebody who has, raw, pasture raised, products out there. There's got to be somebody out there. There's a lot of them in New York, but they're full of K2. And if your gallbladder can't do its job, your body won't absorb the K2. And that's what you need to move plaque out of your arteries, calcium and stiffness out of your joints. And I tell you, it's, again, for entertainment purposes only, but I mean everything I'm saying. It made a huge difference in my life. And, like I was saying to Cecilia earlier, I try to help people. My neighbor's having a hard time right now, and I was trying to help him, but everybody's know-it-all. I shouldn't really say that because even myself, I was brought up to believe the doctor is always right. You're only as healthy as your doctor says you are. Go to the doctor and stay healthy. I found it when I was in crisis to be just the opposite. And that's why I went on. I've been studying human physiology for 9 years now. My God, for entertainment purposes only, I know more than a doctor.
Cecilia, what you're saying? Send me the link. Are you talking to Irene?
Cecilia, unfortunately, I'm kind of limited as to what I can do on my phone here. Are you on Instagram or Facebook by any chance?
Yeah, she is on Facebook.
Okay, I'll find you. Is she one of your friends, Greg?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll just go snooping through Greg's list and I'll find you.
Yeah, just search my friends list.
Yeah.
Just punch in her name. I see Heath come in. Hello, Heath.
Hi, Heath. How are you? So I'm not being a nosy body, and if I'm overstepping my bounds, please just tell me to get lost. But I've been hearing you talk about this for a while, and I'm like, I know exactly what he needs. I know exactly what he needs, because I hate to see people suffer. And you got a very approachable manner. That's why I've sent you a few links on Facebook. But that's also what you're talking about it again. It's like, I'm thinking the guy's on vacation. He doesn't need to feel this way. Neither does
No.
betting. You don't need to feel like crap on your vacation. No way. So I was like, I'm sitting here doing my homework, but I'm like, damn it, I need to talk to this guy face to face because I know what's going to make him feel better. Now, just one thing, it's not an overnight miracle. It took me about 3 years to finally start to feel like myself again. And it took another 2 years before. I mean, I'm a little more cautious. I think as we get older, we just get smarter and become more of a self-preservationist. But I mean, I'm ready to go skydiving.
No.
In fact, just last weekend, I didn't film it because I just needed a break from the computer. But I went to Long Beach Island in New Jersey, and I was boogie boarding for hours and hours. And oh my God, I had so much fun. And something out there in the surf bit me.
I wish I could be doing. I won't even want to think about getting out there and go boogie boarding. I'd be hurting. I'd be a hurting unit, you know.
Well,
Wore
I was,
down. I
yeah, I
wear
was a little
down. I wear
sore.
down very fast. You're not
I-
very
I
fast.
I
fast.
used to too. And Greg, you and I are pretty close in age. I mean, I'm 56. I think you're only a couple of years older than me.
I'm 57.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I never thought I would turn this around. I thought I was destined for misery for the rest of my life. And then slowly but surely, I just started picking up this information. I can't do any links, but I can tell you who I learned most of this from was Dr. Royal Lee. Dr. Royal Lee, back in the 1910s, figured this all out. And he was the maker, and it's still made by his family. He was the maker of standard process vitamins. And there's also, I can't think of his first name, I think it's Dr. Robert Guyton, Guyton. Look him up. That's where I learned all this from. And I applied all of this. I thought, you know, I feel like I'm going to die. And this is when I was 48, 49. I feel like I'm going to die. What do I have to lose?
Yeah.
You know, if it doesn't work, I'm just going to get sicker. I'm used to being sick. So, you know, and if I die, well, I've never been afraid to die. You just don't want to take forever. So, uh-oh, is somebody cutting through your campground? Sick of
No, I think they're raising Heckler, the dog, across the way.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
I'm down there in the surf this weekend, and there's a woman out there who was 67 years old, and she was body surfing to beat all the guys, and she just ground me right into the sand. Man, that woman was going, and I wanted to talk to her. But yeah, once you get out past the sandbar, you are on the entree. You don't know. There could be a 16-foot great white swimming right under your boogie board, and you don't even know it.
yeah. No, thanks.
Yeah. So, I mean, 6, 7, 8 years ago, I was going to the beach then, but I would just sit on the beach and just get my feet wet. But now, I mean, because I was so sick, but now I'm out there, I'm like, yeah, I'm worried about the great white, but I'm still doing this.
Yeah, see, Freezerbaum popped in. How you doing, Adam?
Hey, Adam, how are you?
For some reason, see, he got timed out too. Well, that's weird. I don't understand. It has to be YouTube's side that's doing it. Yeah, you got your shirt on there. And but yeah, if you could send me those links and kind of give me a little bit of insight on how to get started and going about this, because
Absolutely.
I mean, there's days that I feel good, but then it's far and in between.
Right.
You know, it's probably like one day out every 2 weeks or so. But
I know.
rest of the time it's just body aches all the time, upset stomachs. You know, I am good. And when we were talking about eating bread, usually whenever I eat some sort of wheats or whatever, I notice it has to be acting with my thyroid because I'll get a heart palpitation.
That's another lie for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that because I don't want to see you get taken down. Wheat bread is a huge, huge lie. Wheat bread destroys our gut. You're actually better off with white bread and sugar because it slides right through. The body can eliminate it. Our
It-
digestive system is more like a dog's than a ruminant. You know, a ruminant is a cow or a deer. But over the last 50, 60 years, they've been trying to push this garbage down our throats like we are a deer or a cow. We're not. We only have one stomach. And we are basically carnivores. Even though I don't suggest doing the carnivore diet, you might end up constipated.
yeah,
And-
but whenever I notice that, and it's not all the time, but whenever I do eat meat, which my wife isn't really a meat eater, so it's if I want to eat meat, I buy it, I cook it, I eat it, and I feel good whenever after I have a hamburger or
yeah.
eat a steak or ribs. I feel pretty good after that. So I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, 'cause it's actually feeding the body, and it gives the gallbladder something to do. And now, what I found out through my own research about the gallbladder, remember earlier I said I had a stuck gallstone in my bile duct? The reason I had gallstones is because I was eating things like spinach and kale and collards, which I thought was like sandpaper for the intestines. No, it's not. They're full of goitrogens, which means it can cause gallstones. What actually happens is, now I really got scientific about this. If the gallbladder does not sense fat in your stomach, it doesn't work. So it just sits there. So what happens to the bile that comes out of the liver that goes into the stomach? It calcifies. Same thing with kidney stones. Now, I never had a kidney stone, but I have had a gallstone, and they are not pretty. They can kill you. So that was why I embarked on this big journey of trying to find out exactly how the human body worked, because the pills and placating the symptoms it wasn't sitting right with me. I'm like, wait a minute, somebody's not telling me something. Here's something that gave me a clue. Back when I first started this about 8-9 years ago, I remembered in the late 1960s, my grandmother needed to go to the doctor. She didn't drive. She grew up in Elmira, New York. The only thing she drove was a horse. So my mom drove her to the doctor, who was, and I mean this in a good way, they used to call him, like a good mensch, a good old-fashioned Jewish city doctor. And he was born sometime probably around 1888, 1889. So he was trained and this is for entertainment purposes only, he was trained pre-Rockefeller years, which were the prescription years. And that was about 1957 when all that changed. So we take Grandma to the doctor, and it's always nice to be with Grandma. She was such a cool person. She goes in to see Dr. Barney Sisterson was his name. He died. He smoked and drank every day. He died at 104 back in, I think, 1997. He was 104. Smoked and drank, ate meat, ate all the cholesterol he wanted. 104. Never took a pill in his life. So anyhow, back to Grandma's story. She comes out of Dr. Sisterson's office, and she says to my mom's name is the same as mine. She says, Irene, would you take me to the Grand Union? Not the pharmacist, the Grand Union, which is a supermarket in this area. We go to the supermarket, and she goes to the left-hand side of the butcher counter. And do you remember sweetbreads or sweetmeats in the past? They were organs. So she picks up a thyroid and brings it home, cuts it up, fries it in lard in a pan, and she never had to go back to the doctor again. Now, I was just a little girl, so I didn't understand any of that, but that dawned on me when I was going through this big health mess that I got myself into it. I do blame .gov. They should keep their damn mouths shut. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just making everybody sick for entertainment purposes only. But my adrenals became very weak when I hit 50. And I don't want to get too personal, but that's because my ovaries decided to go take a vacation south. They take a lot of stress. Estrogen is actually a stress hormone. It is not a female hormone. Progesterone is a female hormone. And not to get disgusting, but you've got more estrogen in your nutsack than I ever did in my ovaries. So my adrenals were a little compromised beforehand. And when they are like that, then you don't handle stress well at all. I mean, I would fly right off the handle. So I remember this about grandma and the thyroid. And I said, well, wouldn't that also work with kidneys, with the adrenals attached? Well, I don't know if you've ever had steak and kidney pie or kidneys at all, but that is a very acquired taste. So I went to my butcher who only sells pasture raised grass fed beef. And I said, Lauren, I really need your help to eat a kidney. I really want to eat one, but I'm afraid it's going to like knock me to the floor with like the smell of pee. She said, boil it in water, in salted water for 10 minutes, and then put it in the crock pot for 10 hours. Just boil the heck out of it. You're not going to deteriorate the health benefits in it at all. I eat this thing, and it was tough. I had to eat it with scrambled eggs to kind of offset the taste. It worked. It leveled me right out. And I couldn't stop thinking about how grandma took that thyroid and she was fine. Well, they took organs away. They took organs out of the store probably in the late 70s because my mom used to buy cow tongue, cow heart, and tripe, cow stomach. And she used to, I didn't really care for the tripe. I ate it. You know, we didn't complain about food when we were kids. We played so hard. When we came in, whatever was on that table, we were happy to have it. It's like, I'll eat it. Liver, I'll eat that up. No problem.
Yep, that's the way it was when we were younger. You know, Mom put it in front of you. If you don't eat it, you're going hungry that night. You know,
I'm amazed when I hear my friends ask their kids. I mean, it's their business, but they ask their kids, "What do you want to eat?" I'm thinking to them, "What are you asking them for?" You know what they're going to say? They're going to say donuts and soda.
Yeah, cake.
Oh, I want a Pop-Tart. I'll have some ramen noodles. By the way, those things are absolutely disastrous. They're noodles fried in vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is the worst thing. Crisco, for entertainment purposes only, I have to say that. Crisco, I believe, is responsible for pretty much all the heart attacks that have happened in the last 20th century.
I wouldn't doubt that a bit.
Oh, the stuff is bad. We're better off with lard. Lard, the body can use. It gives the gallbladder something to do. It digests well. It slides right through. Sugar too. They keep making sugar the demon. It's not. It's the polyunsaturated fats that are making everybody sick. And unfortunately, it's in a lot of things we'd like to eat. Even myself. You know, sometimes I'll go to the what is it? The coffee cafe down in town, and you know, I'll get a muffin or something. It's probably got PUFAs in it, polyunsaturated. But that's also where vitamin E comes in. So I'm going to tell you a story about that for entertainment purposes only. Vitamin E has still been on the shelf for nearly a century, but it was ignored and pushed to the side when all of a sudden, I can't remember all the details about it, fish oil back in the 90s took its place. Did you know that fish oil is the worst thing in the world you could take?
I take it every day.
Well, it's your decision, and I you know, again, for entertainment purposes only, but I would throw that SHIT right in the trash. It's up to you. But I just want to see people do well. And another reason why I wanted to get up on panel is because, like I said to Cecilia earlier, I mean, you know, my neighbor is suffering terribly. And I'm afraid he might die this year. He's only 63 years old, and I'm really worried about him. But he's over there going to the doctor left and right every week. He's got 2 or 3 doctor's appointments. This has been going on since November. And I keep telling him, Nick, let's start slowly. Let's start from the top and work our way down. You know, get the gallbladder formula. It'll help with the stomach and the gallbladder. We did get him to start eating more meat and more fat because he himself was also on a plant-based diet because .gov said it was healthy, and it's not. A lot of people can go for a long time. I knew a fella who was very proud of himself. He owned one of the vitamin stores in my area. He was very proud of the fact that he had been a vegan for 40 years. Well, I said, okay, all right, maybe it did work. There are some reasons for that. I'll get to that in a minute. Late last year, I went back to the vitamin store when they started to relax some of the rules, and you could walk in without, the SWAT team beating you down to the floor. And he wasn't around, so I asked about him. Well, guess what I heard? He stroked out so bad, he was in anything can happen at any time. But I truly do not believe that a plant-based diet, vegan or vegetarian, is all that healthy for you. We have got to have fat to make the body work correctly. But this fella he's in an old folks home. He's only 65, 64. It shouldn't have happened. Now, I can't really the only thing I can experiment with is myself. And the last time I had my cholesterol checked, it was fine. And I eat lard all the time. I eat eggs every day. I eat bacon as much as I want. But here's the kicker. If you go to the supermarket, this is going to be highly processed meat. And the farms out west, they load them up with antibiotics. They abuse them, and they go through hell before they die. So the food that I eat, I suggest if anybody's going to try doing what I'm doing, go find a butcher, go online, find a local farmer. Even if it's at a distance, they'll ship it to you. Make sure that they are raising their beef and anything else, eggs, butter, cheese, you name it, pasture raised, grass fed only, no interference from the pharmaceutical companies. Oh, the thing about the 40-year vegan, a nurse friend of mine had a DNA test done by her doctor. And we were both talking about the book. Remember years ago, it was a book called Eat for Your Blood Type.
No, I never heard of that one.
Okay, well, basically what it said was people with certain blood types should eat certain foods. Well, I read it once upon a time, probably 25, 30 years ago, but that was during the time that they were saying that, they've been saying that since I was, probably 5 or 6 years old, how evil meat is and how meat is so horrible and it's going to give you colon cancer and everything else under the sun. So I'm reading this book and I'm an O positive, and it says I should be eating a lot of bloody meat. I'm like, no way. No, because, I believed the media. I thought that was true. Well, years and years later, this nurse friend of mine, she goes in for the DNA test with her doctor. Her doctor makes a connection between the blood type and the pancreatic enzymes. He found that O positives have less pancreatic enzymes to digest vegetables. So that may be true. And being an O positive, I believe it is true. I could eat meat every day and it doesn't bother me. So in her case, she was an O positive. He did make a comment that A's minuses, and A positives, A negative, they have a lot more pancreatic enzymes that will help digest vegetables. So they can withstand a lot more. But the bottom line that I found is if you eat a vegan diet or vegetarian you could go for 16 years and all of a sudden your body just collapses. And the reason it does is because you've lost all your fat stores. We're meant to store fat, especially women, right around the middle. We're meant to store fat. And that's what keeps us moving.
I don't have a problem storing fat.
But as far as bread goes, you really like bread, chances are you might be missing some magnesium. Meat has magnesium, but bread has a lot of magnesium. I know when mine gets low, I'm a little sensitive to magnesium, so I don't take it in a pill form. So if I start eating a lot of bread, then I know the magnesium's a little bit low. So maybe the next morning I might have 2 eggs and some liver for breakfast. I do eat vegetables. I eat vegetables in season. I eat berries in seasons. Apples. Apple season is coming up. I can't wait. Make apple tarts and dumplings and pies. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. And it's just fun going to the apple orchard to pick. that it's a social thing that I really enjoy. Last year I really missed it, but for me it's a big social thing. I love to talk to the farmer, the people who work there. It's just a load of laughs.
They have
So
a big apple fest down in Franklin, Pennsylvania, which is maybe 30 miles from where I live. They have a big festival about the apple, and
that's
go down
nice.
there and the people cook and make all kinds of stuff out of apples. It's a great time down there.
Oh, it's fun, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We had a place up here that used to have a bacon fest, but that seems to have disappeared. They had bacon everything.
That'd be good. We have
Yeah,
a pumpkin festival in our hometown.
that's
They-
really cool.
They have a I hope they have it this year. They didn't have it last year because of COVID, but they have a couple farmers that grow the giant pumpkins. You know.
Oh, do they weigh them and do the competition?
Well, no, they don't do the competition. They do weigh them, so they know how much they weigh. But they raise it with a crane, and they drop it on a car. Yeah,
Whose
just
car? The judge's
demolishes.
car?
Hell yeah, just puts the roof right to the freaking floor.
That's fun. You remember Gallagher smashing the watermelons on stage with the sledgehammer?
Yeah,
That's
sledge-o-matic.
yeah, the sledge-o-matic. That's what that reminds me of. Man, that's fun. I'd love to be the crane operator for that one.
Yeah, they do that. The festival is 3 days long, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they do that on Saturday and Sunday. Last year they dropped one on a minivan. They must drop it probably close to 100 feet or so.
Oh,
I mean, this thing, the
geez.
pumpkin just explodes. I mean, it hits that car, it just explodes.
Oh man. See, if we did that here in my town, I'd like to drop it on the supervisor's car with him in it. That sounds like they have some upstate, but they're not quite that interesting. In fact, this year they had the I think it's going on right now. They're having the Delaware County Fair, which is it's a typical old-fashioned fair, and the reason I make that specific is because down my way, south of there, because I'm down by West Point in Orange County, we used to have the 4-H and all that. It's just all vendors now. It's not an old-fashioned country fair, but the Delaware one, that one is really cool. And I think it was Tom Keltish. He just put up tractor poles. Oh man, I missed that. And the pony poles. Woo! You want to talk about power.
I've seen that video he put up. That was good.
Yeah, that brought back some good memories.
We have a hometown. It's a Stoneboro Fair. It's a small fair, and you know how most fairs nowadays, you got to pay to park. You got to pay to get in the gate. Then you got to pay for the rides. You got to pay for, everything, any kind of entertainment. The Stoneboro Fair, free. You walk in the gate. You don't have to pay to get in the gate. You don't have to pay to park.
Oh, that's nice.
You pay as you go. For the rides, you got to go to the ticket booth, just like they did years ago. You don't have to put a band on your wrist. It's just a good old down home type fair,
Yeah. Good old fashioned country fair, and everybody's real and everybody has a great time. The thing about the Delaware County Fair that kind of depressed me, and this happened about almost 30 years ago, was they took out the clay horseshoe pits because they wanted to make more room for the antique tractors. And at the time, the guy I was seeing, he was the secretary for the New York State Horseshoe Association. And when that happened, I mean, he literally cried. So that was the only bad thing that happened. But yeah, I mean, you go up there and they got the dressage, and you walk into the barn and all the vegetables and the roses, and I mean, it's just good, wholesome living.
Yeah.
And then you got the pony poles that are amazing. And then you got the tractor pull just before daylight, just before nightfall, and then you've got the fireworks at night, and you've got all the funnel cakes and cotton candy you can possibly eat.
That's right.
And that's living, as far as I'm concerned.
We have our county fair up in Meadville, and it's just more, it's just it's not like a down home fair. You got to pay to park, pay to get in, pay for everything and anything. Heck, if me and the wife went up there, last time we went was probably 7-8 years ago. We don't go to it anymore just because when we went, we were only up there maybe a couple hours. We went to watch the demolition derby.
Oh man, we used to do that in high school. We used to go out to the Orange County Fair. That was awesome.
Yeah. And we spent, to get in, park, eat, go watch the demo, play some games. I bet you we spent probably
$100.
Yeah, $75-$80, no problem. So
yeah,
you go to a hometown fair, heck, you can go in there with a $20 bill and still come out with change.
That's the way to do it. That's what it used to be like going to New Jersey to the beach, but not anymore because the governor changed all that. You used to be able to walk into a Wawa in New Jersey, fill your tank, get a coffee, maybe get a donut and another snack, and you still had change.
Yeah.
That's always a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, this charging up the wazoo, I don't know what they're trying to cover for that. I mean, what's the overhead, or is it just plain greed?
Yeah, greed. That's what it is.
Yeah, probably.
Make more money.
Well, the gun shows down my way are starting to get like that, and some of them over
Same
towards
here.
Connecticut. They're not worth going to. In fact, there's I got to look on my calendar. I got the New York Outdoor News calendar that tells me when all the trapping shows and all the gun shows are coming up. I got to look at it because I want to go to a trapping show or a trapping convention. I'm probably going to have to travel at least 4 hours, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll go. But I'm hoping I got my fingers crossed that they're not going to charge me, crazy dollars just to get out of my car in the parking lot.
Well, it's like you were saying with the gun shows nowadays. I mean, heck, you go to them and when years, I mean, inflation and stuff like that. But you want to purchase a 12 gauge shotgun when you can go purchase one at a country store gun shop for a reasonable price. But you go to a gun show, they want $150 more than what you can at a smaller gun shop.
Yeah, and they won't haggle with you anymore.
Nope.
You can. I noticed that about 3-4 years ago. You can't stand there and bicker. They turn their noses up. They'll turn their back right on you. And I remember when I saw it happening, I was like, where did that come from? That's a whole new culture I didn't even know was going. What's going on? So I still went to gun shows, but I basically went to look for cool and unusual guns, but mostly knives. I love my Schrade knives.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a vintage. I got it right here, actually. I have a vintage old timer that I got at my last gun show, and that was in 2019. There it is. Isn't that a beauty?
Nice.
Yeah. This isn't a new what do you call that? Sheath? That's the one I came with.
Is that a Skinner?
Yeah, basically, I use this for squirrel, rabbit, pheasant. I just got to make sure I sharpen it. I mean, look at that. For me, for a woman, I don't have a huge amount of upper body strength. When you cut them across the back like the squirrel, and then you pull it, it's actually easier for me to get this up under the skin on the back and go down along the backbone and really lift the skin out, and then I can pull it instead of bringing a pair of pliers with me and having to stand on half of it and pull the rest of it. But yeah, this knife, this is one of my prized possessions. I even bring this with me when I go out and do my surveys because it fits. It's easy to get out of the holster, just a quick snap, and it fits my hand perfectly. And I can hide it on my hip, on my belt, by pulling my shirt over it because down here in Southern New York, you don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah, you're too close to the Big Apple.
Oh, way too close. I have to admit, though, I think I've said it to you before in a live stream. I love going to the city, but I haven't been down since, this big mess happened. And I hear it's just not getting any better. It's just so much. It's so bad. I don't even want to talk about it. Can we talk? Let's talk more about knives. What kind of knives do you have on right now?
You're near where Schrade company is, ain't you?
Yes, in fact, I just did one of my block surveys out there in Walden, and I took a picture of the plaque for the original site for the
I seen
Schrade
it.
factory. Yeah.
I think you posted
And-
that on Facebook. Didn't
Yes,
you
I
post
did.
that? Yeah, that's why I seen it. That's where I seen it.
Yeah. And I've driven out there a million times. Route 52 is one of my favorite roads up into the mountains. And I'm walking along, finishing my survey. I'm like, oh, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I was so happy to see it. So I had to take a picture of it and put it up on Facebook because Schrade's my favorite. I know I'd like to watch Tom Ritter.
Yeah.
He reviews a lot of knives. And, every time I see one of them and he always has something good to say about him, I'm like, ooh, I need to get that. But my heart lies in Schrade. I have to be true to my state, It's like being a Giants or a Jets fan, which I don't advise to anybody, by the way. Well, mostly not Jets. But yeah, Schrade is, and one of the reasons why Schrade, not only is it completely made in USA, and it was Pittsburgh steel, but what happened to the Ellenville factory in the end is just so heartbreaking to me. I mean, all the people who were mortgaging houses and raising kids and, taking care of their grandkids and sending kids to college. I mean, it just gone. And you know what's sitting there now? A Kohl's warehouse.
No, jeez.
Yep. They tore down a beautiful old building that gave people a beautiful life, making an amazing product. It tugs at my heartstrings. So that's why I stay faithful to Schrade. I have some other ones too, but Schrade is my favorite. Schrade is the one I want to be seen with. I might have some other knives back at the house, but they don't go out into the field with me.
Yeah.
It's like
I got a few like that. They don't go out. They don't go out in the field. They just stay on the shelf.
Right. Yeah. Because the Schrade, I'm not worried about losing it. And I'm not worried about breaking it because I know whoever made it to last a lifetime. So, it's a tough customer, but it's kind of like, the good jewelry and the bad jewelry or like the house clothes and the leave the house clothes, the Schrade always goes with me. And it's got to match the season too. Like the squirrel. I think I have my squirrel one with me. I always have a pocket knife in my pocket because, living this close to New York City, well, anywhere, there's a lot of numbnuts out there. This is the whalebone. Can you see that? See the squirrel etching? This is an original vintage Schrade. Yeah, just a simple pocket knife. And the reason I'm wearing that is because today, August 2nd, New York State hunting licenses went up for sale. So now we're into the hunting phase. And I don't have it on me, but before I put the Schrade in my pocket, I had one from the same edition with seagulls on it because that was beach season. I know it sounds silly and girly, but I have fun doing that.
That's cool. But well, hey, we've been at it for 3 hours now.
Oh,
I'm starting to get a little cold. You probably got a lot of work you're going to finish up.
actually, I got a lot done while I was listening on the phone to your live stream. So I'm actually ahead of the game. This is my last assignment. This course, this is when I saw it, it came through NASMA, which is the National North American Invasive Species Management Association, which I got into last year when I was out of work. And then I volunteered for New York, New Jersey Trail Conference to do surveys. Well, this year they promoted me and I got involved through them. I got involved with NASMA. North American Invasive Species Management Association. So all of a sudden I get an email back in June. It says, oh, here's this course. You can become a certified invasive species manager. I said, yeah, okay, I'll take that. It's accredited. It's bona fide, vouched for by, my coordinators and my superiors. So I take it. I didn't until I saw the syllabus, I didn't realize that it was an actual environmental science course from, I believe, Smith College in South Carolina. And I was like, woohoo, that works, because it's a 12 credit course. So
Yeah.
it's been a lot of work. I'm through through the summer session, working on my last assignment. We'll finish that. And then I think in 3 days, we're going to take our final, and then he'll open the door so that it's all online. And then he'll open the door so that I can go on to the fall semester. So I'm just going to keep going with it. I figured I might as well, but I'm having a ball with it.
Cool.
It's been a lot of fun. So I actually did get a lot of work done in the earlier part of your live stream, but I'll shut up now. I'll go on forever. I'd love to talk.
Yeah, too bad you got to go down to where you can get Wi-Fi. That's almost like what I got to do.
Oh, I would love to sit in my house, but still, like I said, I could still get a lot of work done. In fact, before 7 a.m. in the morning, have you noticed this? Before everybody gets online, your internet works pretty well.
All night long works great. Anywhere from about 11 o'clock ish on until about 6 in the morning. It's no problem.
Yeah, I'm sometimes up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning getting work done, or trying to watch people's videos. In fact, I haven't even put up a video of my own in about a month. In fact, what's his name? I think it's Evan. Isn't Section 8 Evan?
Evan, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he left a comment on one of my more recent videos, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while." I was like, "Oh, geez, Evan." That was so sweet of him to check on me. I said, I'm just so busy with everything. And with the Wi-Fi, I mean, if I had it at the house, get him.
Big old dog.
Knock him down. Show him who's boss. If I had more internet at home, I would get a lot more done. But
oh yeah, same here. And I can't get any better internet unless I go satellite, and there's still lag there. But
that's right. The toggling down. It's the toggling down. And I noticed just before everybody, I noticed my neighbors were still 3G. I'm still 3G on the phone. All of a sudden, about a month and a half ago, it was like they put a wall down right in front of us. And we couldn't get it anymore. We couldn't get data. We couldn't get anything. And so my neighbors said, well, I'm going to go to Verizon and get a 5G. Now, I'm kind of on the fence about that. But my neighbor's husband said, I can talk to people in space now with this 5G.
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed around here with 5G, though. I was looking at the coverages and where they're at, and it's mostly the major cities, like Erie, Youngstown, Newcastle, Pittsburgh. Out in the sticks, 5G, you ain't getting it. You're staying at 4. Yeah.
I keep forgetting about that. Really, the only sticks we have around here is probably the Tug Hill Plateau. I think that's the last frontier. That's the last outpost left. I don't think I'd have to take a ride up to make sure, but I think that's the last place that they're going to bother with 5G. But every place else, even around the Finger Lakes, you were talking about Watkins Glen. Of course, I'm 60 miles from the city. They got it loaded up. Just loaded up.
Yeah.
5G everywhere.
But, well, hey, thank you for coming up. I am going to get on out of here. It's starting to get a little nippy out here, and the wife wants to watch TV, and I'm using the internet.
Well, she's got a good idea. Well, look, it was great talking with you. Thanks for giving me a chance, and I hope I can help some people. But I will definitely get in touch with Cecilia, and I will send you those links.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Like I said years ago, when I didn't know where I stood, and I was almost at death's door, it's like I've got nothing to lose, and it worked. It makes sense too. Okay, cool. quiet.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Have a good night, everybody. Good night, Greg. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we'll see you guys all later. Thank you all for stopping in.